continues next on AM 560, The Answer.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
O si no, días cuando tiran, a veces los días jueves, a veces hay días ahora que tienen la gente la basura.
My children go out every day searching for food. They go to the garbage dump every day, especially on Thursdays when we have seen cars and trucks bringing the trash from other cities. Many times they just don't find anything, so they come back empty-handed, and we just sit here and pray to God that the next day we'll have something, and on that day we only drink water.
Top of the morning, Dan and Amy. Of course, that's part of the impetus for the Food for the Poor campaign that we do and did this past holiday season, and we've extended it into the new year, offering a few more business benefactor opportunities in particular. For more on where our fundraising stands, our campaign stands, of course, this is in Chicago, but it's company-wide, Salem Broadcasting. We're just trying to do our part here in the Chicago market. We're pleased to be joined again by Anitra Parmele, who is with a fundraiser for Food for the Poor. Anitra, thanks for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Anitra,
Hello?
can you hear us?
Do we have Anitra?
2024 with an extraordinary impact. We're talking about a one-time gift of $160, providing 4 children like those of the mother you just heard. 4 children will receive food for a year. A business benefactor gift of $2,500 provides 62 children. Dan, I mean, I'm a visual person, so I'm thinking of 2 classrooms like your children or your grandchildren attend. 2 classrooms will eat for a year. I mean, that's extraordinary. That's something to circle this date on your calendar.
Yeah, there's no question. And just with respect to how the campaign went this holiday season, I think people would like an understanding of how much progress we made. You know, again, the sort of the need is almost infinite, but how much progress we made, how many people they're participating and helping by partnering with Food for the Poor through us.
Well, literally thousands of children and hundreds of families got the news that they are going to have food for a year. And when you put yourself into their situation, these are mothers and fathers who are today waking up and they have no hope because of a lack of jobs and runaway food prices, and the tail end of COVID distancing has broken the back of the local economy. They have nowhere to turn except to the listeners of AM 560, except to your listeners. And already, as I said, thousands of children have been moved from hunger into knowing they're going to have food for a year, moved from darkness into light. They have known that it's because of God. Yeah, Amy.
You know, and how quickly, you know, just in sort of the mechanics of this, how quickly does if somebody's donation, somebody joining a business benefactor program today, for example, how quickly does that translate into the notification and the delivery of life-saving food?
Well, you can imagine when lives are hanging on the balance, it's instantaneous. Because of technology, I am actually watching the gifts come in right this moment. So we are keeping our project managers, our partners in the ground, the ministers, the pastors on the ground, up to date. Because to be blunt, we brought a long list to your listeners. And as we have been checking off those names, we have relied on the generosity. So it really is, because of technology, it is almost instantaneous. We can see exactly how many families are going to eat for a year because of your listeners' generosity.
And let's talk about our business benefactor program. We have a lot of business benefactors that were so gracious. They made a one-time donation of $2,500 as a way of saying thank you. We're giving them 41-minute commercials. You can already hear some of their commercials that are airing right here. And if you listen to this station, We ask you to please support them because of their generous donation. Applied Mechanical Sales, Reliable Plating, Grace Lutheran Church in Streamwood, Favia Family Dental, that's my dentist in Arlington Heights, Birdies for Kids, Dutch Farms. But we still have some openings. And if you own a business or make the marketing decisions for your company, this is the time to act. This is a way to take your business to the next level while still helping people in need. Children who need to eat. I mean, the starvation, folks, it is real and it is serious. And people die, children die every year because they don't have enough food or water or medicine. And Food for the Poor can make a difference. So the number to call, her name is Anjanette, by the way. The number to call is 847-472-8951. That's 847-472-8951, or visit 560theanswer.com/food for the poor. But let's talk about that $2,500. I mean, you mentioned it's a class, 2 classrooms full of kids that could eat for an entire year.
And talk about return on investment. I mean, we are so grateful for our partnership with AM 560, with your show. So many people, when they go to 560theanswer.com and click on that red Give Life banner, or as you said, call Anjanette, they're expressing their joy that not only are they advancing their business and exposing their specific business and the amazing values they offer, but also to recognize that because of our partnership with the station, they are also changing the lives of 62 children. I mean, imagine if it's like an elementary school playground. You know, imagine all of those children, listless, lethargic. Amy, you've seen it yourself. These are not the children we're accustomed to seeing. The malnutrition has just stolen their future as well as their present. But because of your gift right now, of any size, whether you're able to come in as a business partner at $2,500, or if you're able to give a gift of $80 and rescue 2 children, the impact is phenomenal. All of a sudden, the hair is no longer red because of malnutrition. All of a sudden, they have hope and a future. There's laughter. There's mischievousness. As a parent, imagine longing for your children to be up to something because you know it means that they're getting proper nutrition. I mean, the impact is incredible, and we're so grateful to everybody who's already stepped up as a business benefactor. Your food is even now being distributed in the name of your business, in the name of your commitment, not just to see your business get the recognition that it needs, but also to change the lives of 62 children. I mean, amazing. $2,500, 62 children eating 2 meals a day for a year. I mean, that is some God-drenched math.
And, you know, is there any sense of urgency? I mean, the obvious sense of urgency is people are on the brink of starvation. But is there any sense of urgency just in terms of the timing, the logistics, you know, seasonal weather in places like Haiti that are being served, you know, that where, you know, you guys have this mapped out, you've got the calendar, you've got the transportation issues figured out, but just in terms of we need to get, you know, X amount of dollars in to feed X amount of people, and we've got these windows of maximum opportunity. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. Because today we are asking you, inviting you to be a part of rescuing 100 children. That's moving them from hunger into getting food for a year. So maybe it's you stepping up as a business benefactor. Maybe you can give a gift of $160 and rescue 4 children. Gifts of every size, every motivation are changing the world for children in Haiti. We just spoke to our office in Haiti. As you know, we have 400 staff members who are working tirelessly to get the food that arrives or they're able to purchase in country to these families. And because of the situation in Haiti, they are literally risking their lives, but they know that on the other side of their efforts are families who are perishing in isolation. And so I just think of you, as you're listening now, you begin this cascade of grace. You begin this cascade of a future, because everything is in place, as you mentioned, Dan. There are logistics. There are pastors and ministers ready to distribute it, whether they're driving a pickup truck or a 18-wheeler or bringing a wheelbarrow to the distribution center. They have families who are clinging to life right now, and your gift begins everything. There is no food for the poor without you. We are a bridge between your generosity and these families who are waking up wondering, is there going to be food today? Because of your one-time gift, the answer is going to be yes.
She is Anitra Parmele. She's a fundraiser for Food for the Poor. And Amy, again, that information on the Business Benefactor Program.
Yes, call Ann Jeanette Natowski at 847-472-8951. Write it down, 847-472-8951, or visit 560theanswer.com/food for the poor.
Anitra, thanks so much. As always, appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. I love having a front row seat to see God move through your listeners.
Thank you. And she joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
Connect with Dan and Amy using the AM 560 mobile app. Download it today at 560theanswer.com/mobile.
Relief Factor pay